Nebraska, day 3. Yeah.
2.5.
Day 3, second morning. Unbelievable amount of gobbles we heard this morning. Unfortunately, most of them were on some property that we don't have access to. And then by the time we got kind of positioned into where we should have been, we heard a few birds gobbling, but it was later on in the morning. They start tapering off here pretty quick because they get henned up in the mornings pretty fast. It's funny when a turkey gobbles, it's like your tiredness, your soreness goes away, and then you get your tail whooped and you definitely feel 40. But
40's a new 50 on these hunts.
That's right. Just gorgeous setting. And yesterday afternoon we had bull elk, but right now we're just kind of sitting still in a good listening spot. One thing about these Merriams, you can hear those suckers for a long. Their gobble is I wouldn't even say it's half what an Eastern is as far as volume, but you can hear them suckers for a long ways away. I think it's terrain, I think it's the wind, and it bounces a lot off of these hillsides and stuff like that, but throws you off a little bit. You do hear a lot of gobbles. By 8:30 though, they close it down until about 1 o'clock. And then 1 o'clock they open back up again.
Alright, so first off, we cut a tree coming in here to get up here so we can drive the car because we're having to walk about a mile. And so we're going to just drive the car up here. We haven't been seeing any turkeys right here. We pull up and we top the hill right here, and there's gobblers standing 15 yards off the road. And we just watched him feed right across the road at about 75 yards, and then he's got 2 other longbeards trailing behind him. They crossed the road at about 100. It looks like they're just easing down the road straight away from us. So we're trying to get us a little game plan here to get in front of them. We're probably gonna have to either do some dive off in one of these canyons and race up and try to get in front of them, or cut them off, or we can ease up to this curve and just try to pull them back around. I don't know. We're gonna think about it for a second before we make a move.
Yeah, that's game plan. Get right there. Like 2 layers up. Yeah, I'd get right up there in them pines right here close. Turned out there was 4 longbeards, and it had to be these same birds that were gobbling their heads off this morning. Try to put a stalk on them. Couldn't close the deal, but they're just not interested in coming to a hen. Now we're in the far corner of this massive pasture property and big hardwood timber edge, and it's about 4:30, 4 o'clock right now, and this is about when they start lighting up. So we're kind of listening for some gobbles and make a play from there. I know those birds are going to start gobbling back there. Kind of getting our tail whooped today, but I have a feeling it's going to end on a good note. We'll see. Well, got another thunderstorm rolling through. Got a turkey gobbling. Can't hear anything. It's a little windy. A little Nebraska hailstorm real quick. A little rain delay. What's going on?
Maybe to make the turkeys mad.
I hope so. Turkeys are making me mad.
How he's coming up the hill could possibly be. He's just puffed up because he's wet.
I gotcha. Coming over here in the morning. Is that our ground? Yeah. So we need to get up there behind them. How do we? That's on the ground. One of them's in a tree. I think two of them. We got these birds roosted last night. I think it's 4 gobblers. We don't know for sure. But we put them to bed, and we got a real good idea on where they're at. We're gonna try to make a little bit of an aggressive push this morning to get as close as we can, I think, without making them fly out of the tree. But I feel like we need to get real close to them because we've had a few in the tree in the morning and gobbling good, and felt like we were in good position, and they, disappeared real quick. We got to climb through a gully across the field and do it all in the dark, not really knowing the terrain, so it'll be interesting. But either way, we win the game, so should be an interesting morning. Feel confident. We're definitely gonna hear some gobbles, so feel good.
I feel a lot better when it's coffee.
Yeah, get some coffee.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, I gotta drink my coffee. So we'll see y'all out there. Don't you feel like we can get in those ponds right there? Those bushy ponds, like right in there. I think that's way too close. Go right there, we can get up in that tree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She doesn't. Just sit still. That couldn't have worked out any better. We had, look at this pine tree right here. It might have been that one, but anyways, we're sitting against this tree right here. We had 2 hens. I mean, what, 15 yards? Yep. Yeah, we had 2 hens 15 yards right above us. And she was whipping just the whole morning. And finally, like right before fly down, gave a yelp. We thought it was one hen. I thought it was one hen. When she first started doing it, I was like, I thought you were calling. Yeah. I was like, why is he calling right now? We ain't set up. Because it sounded like it. And then I was like, we got other turkeys about to get on, but you'll see. I mean, he came out just on a dime. Yeah, perfect. There's turkeys over there. Of course, he's down at the bottom of the gully. Oh, yeah, they're lighting up over there. There it is. Bird's got some hooks on him too, man.
Does he really? You're just a hook killer this year.
I mean, that one's broke.
Oh yeah, nice sharp spur.
For a Miriam 1-inch spur, probably.
Yeah, this is a nice bird.
The other one's broke where he's been fighting. Oh man, get him up here. He's brown.
Yeah. Look at them bronze tips.
Oh man. Whew, that's a pretty bird, man.
We got in the game.
Couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. Happy as can be with that. Now, let's go kill another one.
Wow.
I don't know what a big mule deer looks like, but that's probably it.
It's kind of like high hopes.
170 inches, 180 inches. Let's go kill a turkey. Let's go with us, like.
BJ coming out a little heavier today.
What a morning. Goblin bird and a 200-inch deer.
Don't get much better than that now.
Nothing better than that.
Take that every day. All right, so we just struck one. Didn't know how far they were. I walked up here to this ridge, and BJ probably show you right there. That furthest ridge over there, there was a bunch of jakes.
Little green patch of grass right there.
There's 2 or 3 longbeards in there. Well, we know for sure they're longbeards. They're headed across that ridge. We're about to run down here and get in this ditch. We're gonna follow this tree line and try to get ahead of them and just cut them off, because I know that's the way they're going. So we got to go.
Let's boogie. bird straight ahead. I see his bottle. You can kill him. Yeah, to the far right. See his bottle? Lay it down. How did we just do that, dude? How far?
45.
Dude.
Finally got it done before 9 o'clock. That was adrenaline rush.
Dude, when they poked their heads over right here,
I knew any second
I
they
was
could
looking
stick.
this way.
I was hoping this way. When I seen that head,
you said don't move, don't move.
don't snake it, move. We was moving too much a little bit. They caught us.
I had to reach up and put my hands on the camera.
I knew you did,
I
but
had to. And it was
I was
Jackson.
like, they'll calm down. They'll pull their heads down in a minute.
As soon as he looked down, I went, whoosh.
That was a stare down. When you got, how many was it? There was 10 or 11, 12.
A bunch, but there was two long
All
beards.
Jakes, and yeah, that was the only long beard we knew we saw.
Yeah, I think there was two. I think.
And you knew you saw his wattles, and you see his snout or
His
snood.
yeah. As soon as I
His
saw it
snood
in the
was
sun.
like so much longer than the
I was
other
like,
one.
oh,
That's a long beard.
Yeah, he had to have come. He had to come from there. There was no way it was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna be bad in the back, like he was.
When he stayed with them front two, and then front two started walking, I knew he was in business because he was just gonna follow them. That just worked out. Sometimes you gotta have things work out, and this was one of those. It just worked out. Because how long were we sitting here? 30 seconds.
We did that little interview on top of the hill where we kind of talked about what was going on.
We knew we had to hurry.
Ran.
We covered what, 800 yards?
Yeah, I was gassed when I was coming up this hill.
Yeah.
I was like, did you hear me breathing?
Oh yeah.
I was like,
I'm gonna have to do CPR on BJ.
Like, I hope the turkeys don't hear me breathing.
They could.
We came up here. As soon as we sat down, you said they could pop up any second. But we're looking way over here to the
We're
left.
hoping they're skirting the wood line.
And then all of a sudden, Rich goes, don't move. And there, what was that,
There.
40 yards, right? I mean,
Yeah, they're at like 12 o'clock. And we're looking at 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, they're about 45, 50 yards, the first ones.
he let off one gobble. Just over there, let us know where he was.
So,
And laying there dead. Laying there dead at 45 yards. That was awesome, brother.
that was
That
great.
was awesome, dude.
They don't get no better than that.
So this is the ridge. They came walking across this ridge right here. And they were kind of down in this little valley. And they peeked their heads over. There's our setup. Right against that. tree. Not the best setup, but they didn't see us. So it worked out. 45-yard shot. Turkey down, baby. Come get your bird, Bruce. 2 down before 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 down before 8. Oh, man. I'm proud of this one. Pretty bird.
Look at that. He's kind of a little more brown too, isn't he?
Brown. White tips on the subdominant back feathers, but man. Can't get over how short the wings are. You know it?